And now, on the position of Madam President on Belarus, she has certainly been following developments in Belarus with a great deal of concern since the elections on Sunday. She made an announcement on Monday explaining and saying how the violent repression and harassment of crowds has no place in Europe. And she's also appealed directly to the Belarus authorities on Monday to recount the votes in the election. Then she spoke with the Polish Prime Minister about the whole situation, and she said once again that the European Union remains very vigilant and remains ready to support a dialogue that can lead to democratisation and better and closer relations between the EU and Belarus. And following on from that then, today, she expressed her belief today that authorities that abuse human rights or abuse democracy in Belarus must be held to account and must be subject to sanctions. And she made a link, as you have yourself, with the discussion this afternoon, which will take place in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So that announcement was very much in relation to that. Now, Christiane, you want to come back on this? Well, yes, just to know whether Mrs. von der Leyen consulted with Charles Michel and Josep Borrell. Josep Borrell is going to preside over this Foreign Affairs Council, during which decisions will have to be taken. Now, President von der Leyen is the president of the executive here in Brussels, that's all. She arrives, she sets out the line to be followed, which is coincidentally the same line as Germany, but it's a very sensitive issue and she seems to be intervening. I mean, why has she not done the same then for Turkey? Why has she not said anything on Lebanon, for example, or Venezuela? I mean, at the end of the day, these are similar situations. There are many requests and demands for the freeing of the journalist in Algeria. In Algeria, can I ask whether the European Union signs up to those as well? Answer. Well, the President is indeed in regular contact with her counterparts and with members of the College, and then I pass the floor to my colleague for the answer to the second part of that question. On your question on Haledrani, yes, as I said in my previous response, we are following the situation very closely indeed, and we have ongoing dialogue with Algeria on human rights issues. And as I also said, in very specific situations and with the authorities in Algeria, we regularly look at human rights issues and specific human rights issues. Thank you.